Advan will say, let us start with a small invocation. We humbly invoke for the blessings of the Supreme Parabrahman, the Divine Father, Divine Mother, my spiritual teacher and all spiritual teachers, all the great ones, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Thank you for the purification, strengthening, empowerment, upgradation, alignment, to be able to fulfill our part in the manifestation of the great vision, the accomplishment of the divine plan on this Mother Earth. We thank you in full faith. Okay, so hi Gitanjali. Any questions for today's session?
Yes, welcome all of you for the Ancestral Healing Day, Day 7. Pitru Paksh special sessions are going on. So, ma'am, we would like to know, yesterday you were talking about कि हम लोग extremes में जाते हैं emotions में. तो मिडिल पाथ आप कहते हो, मगर ये क्या होता है? रोज में हम मिडिल पाथ में एक्चुअल रह सकते हैं? सिचुएशन तो ऐसी नहीं होती है जिंदगी में, इतना एक्सट्रीम आता है कि कुछ ना कुछ हो ही जाता है एक्सट्रीम. तो ये करें कैसे फॉलो एक्चुअली?
Exactly, I think we have discussed this also yesterday. So with the advent of the nervous system came the fear. So it is not possible for you to follow the middle path as long as you like to be connected to the emotional drama of this earth. जब तक हमारे पास ड्रामा के बिना हमारे को संतुष्टि नहीं होती है, जब तक हम कोई पार्टी पिकनिक के बिना अवे फ्रॉम द सोसाइटी महसूस करते हैं, जब तक हमें लगता है अरे हम तो अलग ही हो जाएंगे, ये हमारे लगने की बात है ना. वैसे सोसाइटी हमें कुछ बोले ना बोले, लेकिन हम अपने कोशिश करते रहे. हम जिस तरीके से रहना चाहते हैं, जिस तरीके से हमें मालूम है कि हमें फायदा देगा, क्या उन तरीकों को हम अपनाते हैं? That is the point number 1 to be answered. We've already talked about this yesterday, where we are talking about bringing the energy of the higher soul into the ajna, because the ajna is the center point of the jivatma and the atma. क्या है? दिव्य ऊर्जा, आत्मा और परमात्मा और परब्रह्मन की ऊर्जा को आप आज्ञा चक्र तक लेके आ सकते हो. लेके आने के लिए क्या है? It is the affirmation where you remind yourself that I am not this, I am not the body, I am not the thoughts, I am not the drama, I am not this tendency to be constantly appreciated by others, I am not this problems, this sickness which is surrounding me, I am not all these struggles that constantly seems to happen. I am not any of them. I am a spiritual being of divine light, love and power, and I wish to balance it completely so that I can become one with the higher soul, the Guru and God. Okay? So when you do this affirmation and when you feel the Ajna Chakra, if you know how to feel with your hands, or you can use any other instruments, all the scanning instruments you have in the market, or dowsing instruments. You can actually call for a person who can do dowsing with crystals or scanning of energy, feeling of the energy with different kinds of instruments which are able to capture energy. And you do this affirmation a couple of times and ask them to captivate the picture of your ajna, agya chakra, or ask them to check the energy of your other chakras, your bodies. Yes, the aura scanning machines, the bioenergetic sensors can be used for all of this to help you understand that when you just simply do this affirmation, and when this chakra, which is called as the master chakra, comes into the control or the experiences the love and the power of the divine, the rest of your chakras comes into balance without any effort. The rest of your chakras comes to balance without any effort. So that is step number 1. पहला काम क्या करेंगे? जिंदगी में आसपास तूफानें चलती रहती है. तूफानों के साथ आपको बहके जाना है. आंधी, तूफान, बाढ़, है ना? ये चलने का नाम ही जिंदगी है. जिंदगी में अगर ये नहीं हो तो वो तो जन्नत है, स्वर्ग है. तो अगर पृथ्वी में हो तो कुछ ना कुछ चलेगा. उन आंधी और तूफान और बाढ़ में बहना नहीं बहना आपकी मर्जी है। तो मर्जी किस तरीके से है? that I bring some energy into my Ajna chakra, Agya chakra or master chakra, which is of the divine. There are many methods and means to do it. So you need to follow certain processes. Yes, need to follow certain processes, certain energy mechanisms where you can focus and you can bring the energy into the Agya chakra. Are you getting my point? Then what else can you do? After you feel the energy at the Agya, you can feel it, as I already told you. You can feel the energy. Some of you may be healers of different areas, yes, healers of different modalities, and I'm sure you have some idea how to assess energy. Yes, so there is an energy in the Muladhara chakra or the basic chakra. Now, this energy is very important for you to maintain stability, right? There is an energy in the Muladhara chakra. The Muladhara chakra is at the tip of the spinal cord, and the energy of this chakra determines what is the energy of the person in the terms of stability. कितना झूलते हैं, वो पेड़ ज्यादा झूलता है जिसका जड़ ताकतवर नहीं है. Yes, that tree tends to swing forth if there is a slight stronger breeze also, let alone a storm. Yes, बहुत बड़ा तूफान आए तो वो पेड़ तो गिर ही जाए. Yes, थोड़ा सा किसी ब्रीज ज्यादा हो जाए तब भी वो पेड़ जिसका जड़ बहुत ही हल्का है, वो पेड़ जो है झूमना शुरू कर देता है. Are we getting the point? That tree whose root is very, very light, that is not strong enough. Not strong enough का description कैसा है कि जब पेड़ का जड़ पूरा नीचे तक जाके फैला नहीं है. जैसे if you have seen a banyan tree and if you have seen the roots of a banyan tree, you will understand that the roots of the banyan tree are one of the strongest roots. That's why they are able to, and their families, the banyan tree and its family is many in number. So उन सब का खासियत ये है कि इसीलिए वो कई 100-200 साल तक जीते हैं. ऐसे ही पीपल का पेड़ भी, क्योंकि उनका जड़ जो है इतना मजबूत होता है, इतना गहराई तक चला जाता है और इतना दूर दूर तक फैलता है. ठीक है, कभी कभी हम सुनते हैं कि बरगद के पेड़ का जड़ जो है कहीं 100 फीट दूर तक फैला हुआ था. ठीक है, और उस बरगद के पेड़ को काटने के बाद भी कुछ 50 फुट दूर उसी पेड़ के वो जड़ जो है उसमें से नया पेड़ आ जाता है. ओके, so that is the kind of strength that a human being actually requires. So when we have strong roots, and sometimes the roots are also depicted in the form of our ancestors. Yes, the roots are also depicted in the form of our ancestors or forefathers, and the kind of energy that we receive from them will also help you to strengthen your physical existence on this earth. जब वो ज्यादा बेहतर कंडीशन में है, now this is specially about ancestors that we are talking about, that is why the association with them, जब वो ज्यादा बेहतर कंडीशन में है, वो इमोशनली स्टेबल होते हैं, तो उसका एनर्जी का असर आप पे और आपके मूलाधार चक्र पे जरूर पड़ता है. बोलिए, उसका एनर्जी का असर आप पे और आपके मूलाधार चक्र पे जरूर पड़ता है. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to understand that your basic chakra is not just yours. It is like, it is connected to so many people around you also, whether they are in the family or out of the family or in the physical body or not in the physical body, but those who are connected to you, right? And many times when people want energy from you, when people want energy from you, they tend to vampirize or suck out energy from the basic chakra. Yes, people sometimes just want to hold on to somebody. किसी को पकड़ के लटकने की आदतें बहुत लोगों की होती है कि वो अपने आप से उठ नहीं पाते हैं, तो वो कोशिश करते हैं कि जो उससे ज्यादा ताकतवर है उससे बात करते रहे, उससे जुड़े रहे। तो जो ज्यादा ताकतवर है उसका एनर्जी फॉर्मेट में क्या परिवर्तन है, क्या अलग है, उसका मूलाधार चक्र बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है। जो ज्यादा ताकतवर है उसका मूलाधार चक्र बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग।
मैम हम ये मेंटेन कैसे करें कि हम लोगों का स्ट्रॉन्ग ही रहे?
एग्जैक्टली, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम कमिंग टू। सो जिस तरीके से हमने अभी बोला ना, आप एनर्जी मशीन, स्कैनिंग मशीन, एनर्जी फीलिंग मशीन या रेकी के तरीके से, किसी भी तरीके से अगर आप ध्यान से देखो, ध्यान से आप महसूस करो, फील करो एनर्जी को, आपको पता चलेगा कि जब आप इस एफर्मेशन को करते हो कि मैं ये शरीर नहीं हूं, जब आप ये एफर्मेशन करते हो, बहुत सरप्राइजिंगली मूलाधार और ताकतवर बढ़ जाता है, ताकत उसकी बढ़ जाती है। और इन द टर्म्स ऑफ हीलिंग और एनर्जी, वी से द डिग्री ऑफ रेड प्राणा in the Muladhara chakra is increased, and it makes your overall existence more stronger, you as a person more stable, if you can just remember and affirm to yourself in the times of struggle and problems, I am not this problem which faces me. I am not this struggle or this irritation which is just approaching me. I am not this fear for the family or an accident or a fear of losing something. I am not this. I am beyond this, a spiritual being, and I am one with the soul, Paramatma, and God. And after this affirmation is done, Gitanjali, can you just check and tell me if the energy in the Mooladhara has sufficiently increased before this particular affirmation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and after this particular affirmation? Yes,
Yes, ma'am, it has strengthened.
it has strength. Okay. So, and who else can suck you up, suck out energy from you? Even your forefathers who are in a state of misery sometimes are expecting help from you, right? And when they are trying to connect to you, try to approach you, especially in these times, your energy feels drained. You feel like you have lost a lot of blood. Okay, literally. You feel like you are completely drained. So can this happen by a person who is not yet not in the physical body? And why would that person do it? You see, most of the emotional drainage people feel is from their mental repetition of miserable situations, from emotional stress. If you just take a lot of tension and stress for about half an hour, it is equivalent to breaking bricks, for breaking huge stones, or breaking down mountains for 8 hours a day. Okay, 1 hour is equivalent to 8 hours. Okay, like 1 hour of strenuous thinking, your mind going on a playback mode of every conversation, everything that happened in the last 24 hours, feeling guilty, feeling irritated, feeling frustrated, feeling angry, and at the end feeling fearful. You have spent more energy than a person who is only doing physical labor for 8 hours, only in the sense he's not using his head too much, it's just doing physical labor. pure physical labor of 8 hours, the energy required for that, your efficiency at the physical level can be eaten up, drained, you can be sucked out, vampirized of this energy just by being in the bed and thinking of every nonsensical outcome to a relation, to a situation, thinking of a nonsensical plot of why this person would have done this, or why or what will be the expectation, what will be their advantage, what will be the outcome, how will they benefit, and how I have been victimized. Something which has no basis, but once it creates into a drama in the mind, it becomes the reality of your existence. And after this, even 5 minutes of just floating into a state of stress and nonsensical existence will drain your Muladhara or basic chakra. You can try it. Each one of you who's seeing this actually at any point of time should try this. If you have experiments, if you experiment, you believe. If you know how to feel the energy, feel. If you don't know how to feel, go to a person who has an aura scanner. Go to a healer who can feel the energy. Come to an energy healer who can teach you how to feel the energy. And check for yourself that your stability depends on the state of the mind. Okay? Yeah. Yes.
And what he was saying was that if we worry too much, our energy is getting sucked out. So that is the reason people think so much, fall sick so frequently, is it?
Yes. Thinking too much is equivalent to sabotaging your immune system. When the rest of the people around will not catch the infection, the person who has a tendency to overthink but has been extremely careful of the lot, are you getting my point? जो इंसान ज्यादा सोचता है बट बहुत सतर्क रहता है, बहुत केयरफुल रहता है, वो ज्यादा बीमार पड़ता है क्योंकि ज्यादा सोचता है. Yes.
Muladhara is getting weak only because of thinking, right?
Yes.
And hence the whole energy system.
Yes, hence the whole energy thing of getting sucked. Okay. So whether people who are connected to you are in the physical form or in the non-physical form, you could become a center where people are absorbing energy from you. Is this good or bad? No. It is not bad that you are supplying energy. It is kind of good. Yes. Because if you can unknowingly help somebody who is down and gone, just if the presence or your remembrance by a certain person can help him or her transform, or just by your positivity, your forefathers or ancestors are lifted out of their emotional and mental miseries, of course, it is a good state. It is good. But the only challenge is you cannot allow your energy to technically drop. And for that, you simply do the affirmation on a regular basis and learn the energy healing methods to disconnect your cords from the numerous people who are actually not, you are not obligated to them to give them energy. Are you understanding my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes your spouse, your children, your parents, whether you like it or not, they will take your energy because they would like to discuss with you, they would like to talk to you, they would like to be with you, है ना? And अगर वो वैसे भी रहे ना रहे आपके साथ, आपका उनको देखभाल करने का एक तरीके का एक ऑब्लिगेशन है. और अगर हम अपनी स्टेबिलिटी मेंटेन करके इस ऑब्लिगेशन को हम पूरा कर सकते हैं, then why not? Okay?
And there are two questions.
Which chakra causes overthinking?
Overthinking.
It's one of the questions that is put up to me from the session. The throat chakra, yes, is the center of discernment. To understand what I'm doing is right or not right. The throat is the Vishuddhi. Yes, it is available for the men. The point is the Adam's apple. Yes, for the women also it's in the same place. Only thing we don't have a protruding Adam's apple. Okay, so that chakra is technically the most important part or the point from which the whole mental constant churning of the mind starts, and this churning goes up, 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 captures the Agya chakra. So the choice is between you affirming constantly, bringing the Agya chakra under the control of the Atma and the Paramatma, or allow the churning of the throat to take control of the Ajna or the Agya chakra, right? And why do we overthink? Okay, let's give this a scientific answer as well as a possible astrological answer. You see, the thyroid gland, its malfunctioning can lead to extreme excessive overthinking, where a person literally has no control. Okay, now why does the thyroid malfunction? The pituitary gland is not sending the right kind of signals. Now, why does the pituitary gland not send the right kind of signals? Now, technically, the scientists would just say the pituitary has got haywire. The hypothalamus sends some signals, right? So you have in the head area 3 glands. 3 ग्रंथियां हैं आपके सिर के इस पोर्शन में. इसको बोलते हैं पीनियल, पिट्यूटरी एंड हाइपोथैलेमस. ठीक है, तो इन तीनों को इंस्ट्रक्शन कि इतना स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन बनाओ नहीं बनाओ आता कहां से? ये बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन हो जाता है बहुत लोगों के मन में कि who gives this instruction that the pituitary should be giving this much stimulating hormone to the pancreas or this much to the thyroid, or this is how the gland should work. Who tells all of this is the question that many of us have, or even the scientists would have. Now, it's kind of like this. Each one of us are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Okay? हम सब spiritual being हैं, आध्यात्मिक जीव हैं, और इस दुनिया में भौतिकरण करके इन शरीरों में जीने के लिए आए हैं. इसका बहुत बड़ा लंबा कहानी है. लेकिन since we are all spiritual beings with a physical experience, there is something called as a Sutratma, which is like a cord which comes down through our crown chakra. The crown chakra is the soft portion of the center of the head. There is an energy cord, literally like an electric cable, which comes into the center of the chest. At the center of the chest is your heart chakra, Hriday Kendra, right? Now, this Sutratma, or the spiritual cord, which comes down into your heart chakra and the physical permanent seed, brings impulses based on certain destiny that you hold, which have been decided by yourself and many greater beings before you chose to take birth. Now, these destiny images are released through the heart chakra into the bloodstream, and they flow through the vagus nerve to give an impetus to the pituitary gland. Yes, they go through the vagus nerve to give an impetus to the pituitary gland. And based on this information, on what exactly our destiny has to be, yes. So the energy which goes and instigates the pituitary gland, if you could use that word, will determine the different stimulating hormones which the pituitary gland will in turn produce, including the pituitrin, which is called as the elixir of love, which is adequately released when a lady is about to deliver a child, adequately released in the bloodstream. And इसी को हम ममता के रूप में देखते हैं. It is a hormone which instigates a kind of compassion in you, even without you trying. Instigates a kind of love or compassion within you, even without trying. That even if the child is going to make your life miserable, you just love the child beyond anything on this earth. Are you getting my point? So that is what the pituitrin actually does.
And you're telling everything is controlled.
Yes.
Everything is pre-decided.
Okay. In the life of the divine. Okay, now again we'll have to understand for this question. One earth year is like 365 days. Yes. 1 year of the sun, okay, 1 year of the sun is 24,000 years. Okay. 1 year of the galaxy, I think it's like technically 225 million years. So if the sun is considered as a god in Hinduism, right? There's a lot of information behind that that you'll have to actually understand. So the sun is the solar god, Savitur, Divakar, Ravi. Yes, the solar god. 1 year of the solar god is 24,000 years, human years. Yes, earth years. And in this 24,000 earth years, which is 1 year of the sun, how much time would a human being actually spend? Let's say 100 years? Yes. So the whole plan, if you call it a plan, it is predestined or whatever. This is just happening for 1 day of the sun or less than 1 day of the sun. Right? So every day, our whole lifetime is like 1 day of the sun. एक इंसान का पूरा जन्म काल सूर्य भगवान या सूर्य मंडल का 1 साल 1 दिन के हिसाब, ठीक है, उसका 100 साल का जीना सूर्य भगवान का 1 दिन. तो इस 1 दिन में हमने कुछ गलती किया, कुछ सीखा, कुछ समझा. यस, उसका हमने कुछ सीखा, हमने कुछ समझे हैं, है ना? We have learned something because of our struggles and pains. It is predestined. Like for example, if the impetus given to our pituitary is predestined, how the thyroid has to malfunction. And because of thyroid malfunctioning, if you come to learn energy healing, yes, and you find ways and means of transforming those pictures of destiny, you're already changing the way you're working, right? There is free will with divine will. So based on the degree of free will that you have used in one lifetime, then you get out of this physical body, then there is a rewriting of your life for the next lifetime. They are happy with the degree of free will you have used. So the sun god, whose 1 year is 24,000 years, so, and your one lifetime is 1 day for him. So he is like, okay, so tomorrow for her should be better or him should be better because they have used all their efforts. Jitna bhi musibat diya gaya, उसने अपने पूरे स्वतंत्र इच्छा शक्ति को प्रयोग करके, इस्तेमाल करके उन्होंने बहुत बेहतरीन काम किया। हो सकता है आप दुनिया के लिए एक फेलियर हो, लेकिन ऊपर वाले के नजरों में आप सक्सेसफुल हो, क्योंकि आपने हार नहीं माना। जब इस तरीके से आप अपने स्वतंत्र इच्छा शक्ति का इस्तेमाल करोगे और आपके डेस्टिनी विच इज पार्ट ऑफ something which you bring down based on what you did in the last birth, yes, the destiny for the future can definitely be made better, and the divine helps you with this. Each incarnation can become better. And when I get into certain practices like the energy healing, I have the ability to eliminate certain pictures which will determine my destiny, which is released in my bloodstream. I can disintegrate it. उसको चकनाचूर कर सकते हैं, नष्ट कर सकते हैं, राइट? तो उसके लिए मुझे पहला काम क्या करना है? आज्ञा चक्र पे ध्यान देना है और बोलना है कि मैं ये नहीं हूं, मैं शरीर नहीं हूं, ना सोच हूं, ना विचार हूं, ना मन हूं, मैं आध्यात्मिक जीव हूं। और हम इन सोच विचार इन सबको नष्ट करना चाहते हैं। I wish to disintegrate it and disintegrate it. Are you getting my point? I no longer want this. I want to simply disintegrate this. This fear, this insecurity, this phobia that I'm experiencing, I am not this. I want to disintegrate it. So from your right hand, the power of the divine flows when you do this affirmation by focusing on the Agya Chakra. Repeat. Keep your left hand at the Agya Chakra, make the affirmation, and from your right hand, the power of the divine flows. And from your right hand, the power of the divine flows. And you can use this power to disintegrate, eliminate your fear, your stress, your overthinking, like an eraser, a duster. जैसे ब्लैक बोर्ड में आप साफ करते हो डस्टर से, इसी तरीके से आपके दिमाग के बोर्ड में से जितने ड्रामा चल रहे हैं, उस ड्रामा को इस दिव्य ऊर्जा के मदद से डिसइंटीग्रेट डिसइंटीग्रेट डिसइंटीग्रेट, नष्ट हो जाए, नष्ट हो जाए, नष्ट हो जाए। ठीक है?
ओवर थिंकिंग को भी ऐसे हटा दो?
Yes, because every thought is an energy. जैसे आप सोचते हैं कि अरे एक्सीडेंट होने वाला है, आपके दिमाग से एक थॉट एनर्जी प्रोजेक्ट होती है, और वो थॉट एनर्जी एक बच्चा जैसा है जिसको आपने पैदा किया। वो आपके ऑरा में या आभा मंडल में घूमते रहता है। आपने बच्चा पैदा किया तो आपके आसपास ही रहेगा ना। इट हैज एन एफिनिटी टूवर्ड्स यू। और उस बच्चे को जिंदा रहने के लिए आपके अंदर से बार बार जब आप ओवर थिंकिंग करोगे या डरते रहोगे, अरे एक्सीडेंट होने वाला है, अरे ऐसा ना हो जाए, वैसा ना हो जाए, आपकी एनर्जी वो बच्चा चूसते रहेगा। Now this is a thought form which is created by you, right? And this thought form to be alive makes you think again and again and again on the same grounds. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, every thought that you create, yes, अगर डर का एक तरीका है गुस्से का, चलो गुस्से का देखते हैं। किसी किसी को बहुत गुस्सा आता है, और खास करके एक इंसान पे। तो एक बार उस इंसान से कुछ गलती हुई, हम गुस्सा किए, हम गुस्से का थॉट फॉर्म बना दिए, राइट? एक बच्चा पैदा किया, और वो थॉट फॉर्म हमारे आभा मंडल में रहता है, हमारे ऑरा में रहता है, वो हमारे ऑरा में रहता है। और हर बार वो इंसान जिसपे हमने गुस्सा किया वो सामने आए, तो ये थॉट फॉर्म जग जाता है। द पर्सन हु आई वॉज इरिटेटेड विथ and angry with, I have created a thought form of my anger towards that person. This thought form remains in my aura, and every time that person comes around me, the thought form is awakened, right? And the thought form becomes stronger. Every time I get more angry and irritated with that person. So at the end of the day, your mental body, emotional body, is surrounded by small thought forms. And what do I have to do? I have to simply affirm, being aware of the ajna, I'm not this anger, I'm not the irritation, I'm not the frustration, I'm not the fear, I'm not the anxiety, I'm not the stress, I'm not the hatred, I am not the body, the thoughts, and the emotions. I am a spiritual being of divine light, divine love, divine power. I am one with my higher soul, one with the divine spark or the Paramatma. I am truly a child of God, connected one with God and one with all. Then focus strongly on the Agya Chakra. Maintain your focus, lift your right hand with the intention to project the energy from the center of your Agya Chakra into your own mental and emotional bodies, where you are actually storing many thought forms of fear. Many babies you have produced thought forms of fear, insecurity, anxiety, anger. I am not all of this, I disintegrate. Move your right hand like you move a duster. As you erase and you completely neutralize all of these thoughts, thought forms stuck in your aura. I do not want any of this. That's it.
One last question.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Can this healing technique be done for the pitra of our family too? Can we do for others? Okay. Now, I have a certain relation with others. Now, when I relate with others, I create a thought form which is shared by me and the other person. So in that thought form, which is common to two people, I can bring about a change, definitely. And can I use this erasing technique for the pitra of our family too? Now for this, the answer is, I can ask for forgiveness on their behalf. I can say that I ask for forgiveness on the behalf of my ancestors. If they have hurt anybody, been brutal to anybody, been unkind to anybody, I ask for forgiveness on their behalf. Yes, this can be definitely done. Okay. Can we erase the pain for a patient with this technique? Now you see, in the healing methodology, you use love for healing others, that is the heart, and you use the center of will to handle yourself and your issues, right? So we will not technically use this for erasing somebody else's pain. We will use our heart and send a lot of love. And with the love, we can choose to do healing. There is a proper method, a process in which we can remove their pain. As you get into the energy healing techniques, life will be easier, less painful for yourself and your family. Thank you all for being with us in this session. It is important that all of you are there because so much information that can be shared depends on the people who are ready to receive it. So thank you for being with us. We thank the Supreme God, the Divine Father, Divine Mother, my spiritual teacher and all spiritual teachers, all the great ones, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Archangels, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers. Thank you for the purification, strengthening, empowerment, upgradation, and alignment. Thank you for your constant presence. I'm so happy for your presence. I'm so grateful for your presence. I'm so grateful for all this guidance and help and protection. Thank you in full faith.